Welcome to Griffin Stadium, home of Moorpark College, for an undefeated versus undefeated Ventura County showdown here tonight between the Camarillo Scorpions and the Oxnard Yellowjackets. Two teams 3-0, and now we will step aside for our national anthem. The home of the Raiders at Moorpark College, Griffin Stadium. It's Friday the 13th. Kent Brown here on the call. Two of the county's top teams undefeated. Scorpions of Camarillo, undefeated Yellowjackets of Oxnard, in a matchup that should set the tone for what goes ahead for both teams. And it's been domination on both sides. On the season, Oxnard has outscored their opponents 138-20 in the first three games this year. Camarillo, on the other hand, they've outscored their opponents 153-7 in three games, only allowing one score so far as we are nearing the midway point of September and week 3 after week 0, 1, and 2 for both respected programs. Getting the start tonight, a three-year starter, James McNamara for Camarillo. They are hosting this game away from their home stadium as it's being renovated. So they are here at Moorpark College for all the home games this fall. McNamara started at the tail end of his freshman year, is now a three-year starter, was the Camino League Offensive Player of the Year in 2018. And James McNamara has weapons all around him, and it starts with Jesse Valenzuela, also a three-year starter, the senior tailback. Watch out for Grady Liddell, number 6. He has an offer from the University of San Diego. Tyler McCassib, Taj Floatin, Carter Alexander, guys that will be in the mix all game for Jack Willard's squad. Going to the Oxnard side, Jaden Jones. He's a guy, he's dual threat, somebody that Coach Jaime Marino is excited about, but they need to see him against this type of program. When you look at this Oxnard offense, Xavier Harris is the star, the senior. Undefeated versus undefeated, two teams that are ranked in the top 6 according to the latest VC Star poll. Camarillo 4th, Oxnard 6th, both getting a little love in the LA Times top 25 locally as well. Camino League with Camarillo, Pacific View League with Oxnard. It is going to be a huge matchup, and for the Yellowjackets, they have not won in this series since 2008. They've lost 6 straight. They did not play from 2014 to 2017, so it's 6 straight for the Scorpions, and it will be the Scorpions to receive the kickoff, and the kicker is Arturo Fernandez, a kid that Coach Jaime Marino wasn't sure they can convince him, a soccer player. Will you come out for the team? He said, I'll let you know if we decide to get a new kicker for this week. He texted me earlier today, said we have a new kicker. Arturo Fernandez is the guy. The kick goes to the 20. It's going to be returned up past the 30. Camarillo in their gray uniforms with black numbers. Be for an interesting night as it was returned for 10 yards by Tyler McCassip. Camarillo starts off on offense, led by James McNamara, big number 17, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Jesse Valenzuela, a key piece as that tailback. They will go 3 wide to start the game. Ball on the 30-yard line here at Moorpark College, home of the Raiders, Griffin Stadium. From the gun, McNamara is going to hand it off to Valenzuela. A huge hole up the right side, and Jesse Valenzuela close to the markers, 9-yard gain. It will be 2nd and 1 from the 39. That time it was great blocking. The Yellowjackets didn't even touch Valenzuela until he was probably 6 or 7 yards past the line of scrimmage. And now it sets up 2nd and short. Coach Jack Willard has been around for quite a while with this Camarillo team. Helped them all the way to a state championship game back about 4 years ago as that program was rolling. They had to rebuild the last couple years. They came back last year very strong as both teams won over 10 games last year in 2018. The score last year, though, 35-19, Camarillo were the victors. It did not ruin Oxnard's season whatsoever as the Yellowjackets bounced back, and they know that this is a huge test for the team tonight. After the refs decide to signal play again, will officially be 2nd and 1 as they had to stop play momentarily. Cooling down here in Moorpark from the gun again. 4 wide. It will be an inside handoff. Nothing doing. Valenzuela met at the line, and the Oxnard defense rose to the occasion, coming in and making the play. The big nose guard, Jacob Murillo, Damian Reyes, 2 guys inside, won that battle, and now 3rd and 1. 10:50 remaining in the first quarter. Early portion of this game. 2 teams trying to stay undefeated and rise up in terms of the eyes across the county. We will update you throughout the night with scores across the county. You are watching the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. On 3rd and 1, Valenzuela tries to turn left, can't get around. Now there's a push near the line of scrimmage. He will be pushed for a first down. A good job by the defensive line initially, but the big ugly's up front, as Keith Jackson once said, pushes him forward after getting stymied at the line. It ends up being a gain of 7, nearing midfield. It's a first down for Camarillo. Going through the starting offense, James McNamara, quarterback, tailback, Jesse Valenzuela. The receivers, Tyler McCassip, Grady Liddell, Taj Floaton, and Carter Alexander. Tight end, Damian Nahar. I'll get to the offensive line shortly. It's a pitch left side. And this time tackled for a 1-yard loss, as it was one of the defensive linemen again, Damian Reyes, making the stop, getting to the outside. Offensive line, Spencer Davis, Leighton Bateman, and Jackson Bateman are brothers, seniors, and starters, with San Diego offers as well. Tristan Aranzana, the center, and the right tackle, Sam Watson. It is 5 seniors on the offensive line, all of which came back with starting experience. Both teams return plenty of starters up front. On 2nd and 11, It'll be a pass out to the right side. It is caught by Nahar. Nahar gets past midfield to the 48, a 7-yard pickup, and it will be 3rd and 4. That time they faked a quick screen to the left. James McNamara spun to his right. Nahar able to get out in the flat, make a man miss, and a good gain on 2nd and 11. For this Oxnard defense, Isaiah Garcia, Jacob Murillo, Damon Reyes, and Benny Martinez up front. Ennis, Lopez, and Hutchinson, the linebackers. Samuel, Barbosa, Franco, and Aranda round out the secondary. A big 3rd and 4. McNamara back to pass. Wide open on the left side and caught for a first down. That time it was Valenzuela coming out of the backfield, making the grab, and the tackle was made by Jaden Franco, the junior strong safety for the Yellowjackets defense. Overall series 27-19, Camarillo leads all time. Oxnard hasn't had quite the streaks in quite some time since really the 80s and early 90s where they were on a roll. It's been a lot of Camarillo over the last decade plus. On 1st and 10, handoff goes off left tackle, a short gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. Coach for Camarillo, Jack Willard. To coach on the Oxnard side, Jaime Moreno. We have some Camarillo coaches out here in front of us, so they certainly are going to be part. Maybe we'll. Four down territory here. The kicker is Colton Schlimgen, a sophomore place kicker. Will also handle the kickoff duties. Grady Liddell is the receiver here on the boundary side. Short side of the field at the bottom of your screen. Probably their biggest playmaker as a receiver. 3rd and 4. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. McNamara passes it quickly, and it's caught by Liddell. Called his number, and he answered the call. They only needed 4. They were able to pick up about 6, and now nearing the red zone are the Scorpions. And it's been quite the drive so far in this game. On 1st down, the pass has gone to the outside, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 6:55 remaining. It's been a long possession with multiple first downs. Nothing too big. 9-yard gains, 4-yard gains, 7-yard gains. The defense has done a good job of wrapping up for the most part. But on 3rd down, .602 remaining in the first quarter. Moorpark and Oxnard here from Moorpark College. Today's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers, and also make sure to follow us on Twitter at VCSPreps. We'll be updating you with scores all night throughout the county. This is our game of the week, presented by Ventura Orthopedics. 1st and goal. Camarillo started this on their own 30. It's been a methodical drive past the midway point of the first quarter. The handoff goes inside, a short gain of about maybe 1 yard. It will be 2nd and goal from the 6. Oxnard, it was another time where the defensive tackle got involved, Murillo. So again, Isaiah Garcia, Jacob Murillo, Damian Reyes, Benny Martinez, the line, Grant Ennis, Anthony Lopez, Titus Hutchinson, the linebackers, Jarrell Samuel, Carlos Barboza, Jaden Franco, and R.J. Aranda are the starters for this Yellowjackets defense. 2 men in motion, shift to the left side. They go power on the left. It is a pitch to Valenzuela. The defense read it well. Valenzuela is able to lower his shoulder pads, get inside the 5-yard line to the 4, a 2-yard gain. And now we will see if Camarillo can go 5 for 5 on third downs in this first drive. Currently 4 for 4 as they'll face third and goal from the 4. Big play upcoming. Trying to bust into this black, white, and blue end zone for the Raiders of Moorpark College. I formation. Everyone tight to the line of scrimmage, except Carter Alexander at the bottom. Now he will go in motion. They're going to hand it off to Valenzuela. Nothing doing. Will lose yards, but there's a flag down on the far side of the field as the linesman on the Oxnard side threw a flag. We will see what the penalty is, as Oxnard did stop them. Personal foul, face mask on the defense, and instead of getting the first stop on third down of the game, it will be assessed half the distance, move into the 5-yard line, and an automatic first down. So a crucial penalty, just as you finally thought Oxnard was going to rise up and get a stop. There's 4:14 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's first and goal again. So they still remain 4 of 4 on third downs as that play officially wiped away. Camarillo looks like they might have to use a timeout here. And now they will signal for the timeout. And with that, we will remind you that Ventura Orthopedics is proud to support the collegiate and high school athletic teams in the community. The doctors serve as team physicians for most of the high school and college sports programs in the area. Whether assisting with game injuries or cheering for players from the sidelines, the doctors at Ventura Orthopedics consider it a privilege to be a part of the team. Also want to remind you today's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers. 3:55 remaining here in the first quarter. It's been an 8-minute and 5-second drive. 4 for 4 on third down conversions. They were helped on their 5th attempt as there was a face mask penalty. And right now, Camarillo faces a big down upcoming. Well, it's half the distance. So it looks like it's still third down officially after the assessed penalty. Not an automatic first. Third and goal from inside the 3. Man in motion. They fake it. The motion man was open. Instead, they throw back, and it is complete for a touchdown. Camarillo able to get on the board. And I believe it was Damian Nahar, the tight end, getting the 3-yard touchdown grab. And Camarillo strikes with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0, Scorpions lead. That time they faked it to the right side, and then you just had the tight end roll all the way open on the left side. Get that defense chasing one way, and it was an easy pitch and catch. And so 5 for 5 on third downs were the Camarillo Scorpions, and now it is a 7-0 lead over Oxnard here with 3:50 remaining. The PAT was good by Colton Schlimgen, and so a huge start for Camarillo in this game because they faced some third and mediums, third and longs, third and shorts. They were able to get bailed out with the face mask penalty, but the offensive line held its own. They kept the quarterback clean, and Oxnard's defensive line up front made some plays. The tackles in particular were in the backfield plenty of times, but overall not enough to get the stop. And definitely the most concise, impressive, and definitely the most effective opening drive we've seen all year here in 2019 on our Ventura County Game of the Week. Kicking off will be Colton Schlimgen, sophomore. Back deep, there's a few different guys they could use. Xavier Harris, Aaron Fonts, Tanelu Lamalu, sometimes also a return man, but it looks like it will be 11 Harris and 14 Fonts remaining. They will kick it deep to Harris. Harris catches it inside the 5. Harris, long strides past the 30. Harris up to the 40, cutting near midfield. Xavier Harris down at the 49-yard line, and you have to think if maybe they'll try to kick it short next time or on the opposite side of the field, as Xavier Harris was able to get up the sideline, picked up a good momentum, and got all the way up to the 48-yard line. For Oxnard, their offense starts with Jaden Jones, the junior quarterback. Xavier Harris, the tailback. Also, we'll see a lot of Antonio Marshall Perez as his backup. If they bring in a fullback, it will be J.J. Ayala. Aaron Fonts, Tanelu Lamalu, and John Vasquez, the wide receivers. Freddie Vasquez, the tight end. And the offensive line, 5 returning starters, Jacob Herrera, Matthew Cortez, Logan Simmons, Juan Ramos, and Jacob Petch. On first down, they fake a double reverse. It's a screen to Harris. Harris past midfield. Harris past the first down marker up to the 40-yard line, now down to about the 37-yard line. So a good pickup of about 15 yards, and it will be 2nd and 10. For the Camarillo defense, 3-4, 2 DNs, DJ Diaz, Adam Lavelle, the nose guard, Justin Maher. Outside linebackers, Fletcher Gravel, Tyler McCassib. Inside linebackers, Ryan Lithgow and Tri Saurier. For the secondary, corners, Taj Floaten, Jesse Valenzuela. And the safeties, Grady Liddell and Jack Bowers. Both teams have already crossed midfield in the early stages of this game. It was an 8+ minute possession for the opening touchdown drive by Camarillo. The Oxnard Yellowjackets looking to score and even things up. They will go inside handoff. Harris shakes off the first tackle, now past the 30, has already broken 3 tackles. He fumbles the football, but it goes out of bounds up inside the 25-yard line. That time, a good effort by the defense. I think it was Bowers who was able to get a hand in there, nearly knocked it loose. It might have been Fletcher Gravel. These numbers very difficult to read with the black on the gray, but either way, a Camarillo Scorpion knocked it out of the hands, and it goes all the way up to the 19. So it ended up picking up 6 yards as that ball went out of bounds. 1st and 10. Oxnard. Fonts goes to the slot. Actually, now he'll be at the bottom of your screen, flanked out. John Vasquez, Tanelu Lamalu, and Freddie Vasquez, top receivers. They will move Lamalu in motion. The handoff goes to Harris. Harris makes a man miss. Gets up inside the 15-yard line, and he's been very impressive so far in the early going. With 2:25 remaining in the first quarter, we have seen a lot of Xavier Harris on this drive as the Yellowjackets now are in the red zone, and it will be 2nd and about 6. Kent Brown here on the call. The Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Live at Griffin Stadium, home of the Moorpark College Raiders. 2 undefeated teams, 2 teams ranked in the top 6 according to our latest VC Star top 10 poll of the county. Under 2 minutes remaining. I will throw a quick out, and it is complete inside the 10-yard line. Not quite enough to get a first down, but it will be 3rd and 1 as the ball was marked at the 10-yard line. That time it was a quick pass and was caught. Oxnard, it was Marcus Bustillos. 3rd and 1. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Top of your screen is Lamalu. The receiver down at the bottom on the boundary side is Aaron Fonts. 3-man front shifts to a 4-man front. It's going to be a nice handoff inside. It's a first down as Harris gets it, immediately cuts through that left side. Only needed 1, picked up about 3. 1st and goal with a minute left in the first quarter here at Moorpark College. A very fast-moving first quarter. two really good offenses. As I said, they have outscored their opponents this year. Oxnard 138-20, Camarillo 153-7. So they've only allowed 27 points, and they have scored nearly 300 combined points on the season. The fullback Ayala is in. He's to the left side on the line, or near the line. And now a timeout called by the Oxnard Yellowjackets. 20 doctors with 5 locations in Ventura County, all with one goal in mind, to get you back in the game. Ventura Orthopedic specializes in sports medicine, general orthopedics, pain management, pediatric, and MRI. Ventura Orthopedics offers exceptional therapy services featuring 26 highly skilled physical and occupational therapists. Learn more at venturaortho.com or call to schedule an appointment at 800-698-1280. That's venturaortho.com or 800-698-1280. Today's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers. That's subscribe.vcstar.com. Also make sure to follow us on Twitter at VCSPreps. As the night goes on, I will update you with some scores, but if you follow VCS Preps on Twitter, you'll get score updates, probably multiple a minute all night, as we like to get as many scores from around the county area. First and goal, ball in the 8, 40 seconds remain in the first quarter. It was kind of a high snap, and now breaking loose near the goal line and scoring is Jaden Jones from 8 yards out. An easy run into the end zone. Jaden Jones, the dual threat junior signal caller, caught the weird high snap, was able to go to the right side of the line, and strolls in easily with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. On to attempt the PAT. See if it's the new kicker or maybe one of the old ones. Oxnard did bring in Arturo Fernandez. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a low snap. Kick is up, and it is through as it goes in. 35 seconds remaining in the quarter, and it is all locked up, 7-7. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 7-7 is the score, and it was an 8+ minute possession on the side for Camarillo. It's been a little less than a 4-minute possession for the Oxnard Yellowjackets. Let's go through a couple county scores, see what's going on here in Ventura County. As I get my VCS Preps open. 7-7 here. Let's go through and see if there's any other scores. Right now, it looks like nothing going really early in tonight. We'll continue to cover these scores and give you more action as it heads towards the second quarter into the second half. Kicking off will be Arturo Fernandez. Kick is going to be to the 15-yard line. Running it up past the 20, out near the 30-yard line. Now there is a wall on the right side as it goes 40, 50, 40, 30, inside the 25, down to the 20-yard line and out of bounds. A great return by the Camarillo Scorpions. And just like that, the Scorpions are back in business here in this game. And we saw one great return by Xavier Harris. Now we see another great return by Tyler McCassib, and just like that, it is the Camarillo Scorpions in striking distance again with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it will be a penalty assessed. Camarillo inside the 20-yard line. What a gain as they mark the ball at the 20. Ball starts at the 20 for the Scorpions. Beautiful night here as it's starting to get a bit cool. It was definitely a heater here with the Santa Ana winds in mid-September. But a beautiful night here in Moorpark. 3-0, two squads, undefeated. Both ones trying to get to their fourth victory of the year. 3 wide for Camarillo. Single setback is Jesse Valenzuela. The handoff goes to Valenzuela. He has it at the 10. Valenzuela is going to get near the goal line, and he walks in. And with 12 seconds remaining, we are seeing a bunch of scores late in this quarter. That one from 20 yards out, and with 12 seconds left in the quarter, Camarillo answers the Oxnard very quickly, and Valenzuela walks in untouched, 20 yards out, and that is just like you designed as Camarillo retakes the lead. PAT, it's Colton Schlimgen. Kick is up, and it is through. And the Camarillo Scorpions now lead 14-7 as the PAT is good by Schlimgen. And so we had almost 9 minutes of game time without a score, and now back-to-back plays outside of special teams where we have seen a touchdown. (14-7), Camarillo ahead of Oxnard. Big County Showdown. Pacific View League meets Camino League. And right now, it will be that team from the Camino League slightly ahead. A big matchup later this year will be when it's Grace Brethren and Camarillo. Two teams in the Camino League undefeated. For Pacific View League, you have Rio Mesa, Pacifica, Oxnard, the undefeated teams remaining in that league. And then Canyon Football League has Oak Park, who are currently undefeated as well. The kick is going to be a bit shorter. It bounces. Xavier Harris catches it at 13. Now it falls down. Doubt he'll get up past midfield this time as it's to about the 21-yard line. So a much more effective kickoff. And with only 5 seconds left, probably one more play remains here in the first quarter. First and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Ball at the 20. Exactly the same yardage on the same side of the field where Valenzuela just scored, only from a different hash. After the great special teams return, we've seen 2 excellent returns here tonight, 3 excellent drives. Only one of them was 20 yards, and another one 52 yards, and the first one 70 yards. Harris continues to make men miss. This is why he is being pursued by several D1 teams. Columbia, Montana looking at the senior, and he's able to pick up 11 yards for the first down, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back. It is 14-7, Camarillo leads. Injury down on the field here at Griffin Stadium, home of the Raiders of Moorpark College. 14-7, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns so far here tonight. A little bit of history of these two programs. So Camarillo leads Lifetime Series 27-19, first game in 1961. It was Oxnard getting the better of Camarillo for the most part for about the first 12 years, and then a lot of the 80s into the 90s. But since the early 2000s, or really since 98, Camarillo has now won. It's been 6 in a row, 14, and Oxnard's only won 3. So 14 of the last 17 have gone the way of the Scorpions, including every one since 2009. 31-28, 35-28, 63-50. Maybe we're heading towards a score like that again. 48-0 in 2012. 2013, a one-score game, and then last year, 35-19. So for a lot of these contests, dating all the way back since the mid-2000s, a ton of them are one-score games. There's a Camarillo player that's getting helped off the field. On the first drive, it was James McNamara, Jesse Valenzuela, a little bit of Grady Liddell, Tyler McCassib, a bunch of guys out there making plays. They got the score. And then Oxnard comes back, heavy dose of Xavier Harris, a little bit of Lamalu, and Jaden Jones on the ground from 8 yards out. Gets a scamper into the end zone. And now it is back into the hands of the junior quarterback, Jaden Jones. 12 minutes left in the second quarter. First play about to happen after the injury. It was a pretty quick-moving first quarter, but that's going to happen when the opening drive goes 8 minutes and 10 seconds. First and 10. Receiver down to the bottom is Aaron Fonts. Xavier Harris, another missed tackle near the line of scrimmage. Every carry he's had tonight, there's been some contact near the line of scrimmage, and Xavier Harris has got away from it every time. He's 5'10", 180. He's shifty, strong lower body, and he just does not go down on first contact as it's a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Second and 1, ball on the 40. Oxnard taking its time here in no hurry. Coach Jaime Moreno was actually an administrator the past couple years at Oxnard, has a heavy history of football, was an interim AD last year, took over as the head coach this season. Fonts at the bottom, and now the second timeout called by Oxnard here in the first half, early second quarter on 2nd and 1. After looking at the play call for about 30 seconds near the sideline, unable to figure things out, calling the timeout. Ventura Orthopedics has one goal, to get you back in the game. The doctors are well versed in the special orthopedics needs of both the amateur and professional athlete. Many of their physicians currently serve as team doctors for most of the area high schools and community colleges. 20 doctors, 26 physical therapists, all with an athlete's best health performance in mind. Learn more at venturaortho.com today or call to schedule an appointment at 800-698-1280. That's 800-698-1280 or visit venturaortho.com. Also, make sure to visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers and follow us on Twitter at VCS Preps. If you're looking for the best sports coverage around, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Star right now, and you'll get as much information as you can possibly handle. 2 teams in the top 6 for the Ventura County Star poll. Brethren at the top, Grace Brethren and Pacifica. Calabasas ranked 3rd. Camarillo 4th. Oaks Christian 5th. Oxnard 6th. So 2 teams sandwiched there in the middle of the top 10. On 2nd and 1, they try the deep pass to Vasquez. Incomplete, and will be 3rd and 1. That was actually Lamalu who it was intended for. Tanelu Lamalu, the junior wide receiver. First time being targeted on a deep route tonight. The way Harris is running, you have to think probably a handoff to him, and if he's hit at the line of scrimmage, you like your chances to get the first because he is shaken away from first contact every time tonight. 10:55 remaining in the second quarter. Camarillo leads Oxnard 14-7. Another short gain, and Harris picks up the first again. Both teams have been so efficient on third downs tonight. Frankly, no team right now has missed a third down conversion all evening. The ball is nearing midfield, officially marked off at the 45-yard line. Camarillo's defense on the back end, Bowers, Liddell, Valenzuela, Floatin, Saurier, Lithgow, and Gravel as the linebackers, and Diaz, Maher, Lavelle, and Razzo up top. Now it will be another injury for Camarillo. So the second one this quarter. It happened early in the quarter as we were about ready to start play. And now another one right near midfield in the middle of that area where Harris was tackled. It will be 1st and 10 awaiting the Oxnard Yellowjackets at their own 45. Griffin Stadium, Moorpark College. It is Friday the 13th. We haven't seen too much weirdness so far, but you have to think there might be a little bit brewing here today. We have seen efficiency on the offensive side of the football so far, and defenses have not been so fortunate. Third down conversions perfect on both sides here in the early stages of the second quarter. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Both teams, just speaking in threes, undefeated 3-0. Combined to score, let's see, 153, 138. So that's going on 293 points scored and only 27 points allowed combined. That is crazy. In 3 weeks, both teams have been great. As Xavier Harris, you got to think he's probably going to tote the rock 30-plus times tonight. Already approaching, I believe, 7 or 8 carries here in the early going. And hasn't been stopped yet. First and 10. Camarillo in the dark gray and black numbers. If George Contreras was here tonight, he might have a few thoughts saying, we don't like that. Need to have contrasting numbers on the jerseys. That time, a short gain of only 2 will be 2nd and 8. Tackle was made by Justin Maher, the senior nose guard. Give the nose guard some love, the big boys up front. Oxnard in there. Normal cardinal and gold. Big game for both teams tonight as they're trying to build an undefeated season. Columbia, silver, the 2 colors for Camarillo officially. The blue here matches the normal Camarillo colors, even though they're going with the dark gray tonight. Man in motion is Lamalu. Now the quarterback Jones looks that way. Incomplete. That was intended for Harris out of the backfield. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd and 8. They have not had to face a 3rd and long tonight. This might be the first time that a defense can get off the field on 3rd down. But easier said than done with athletes like Fonts, Lamalu, Harris, and Jones. Got to watch out for Jones here to run the football as well. Would not surprise me at all if Oxnard gives him that chance. 9:39 remaining, second quarter. 14-7, Camarillo Scorpions over the Oxnard Yellowjackets. Here on the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Harris now goes out to the top of your screen along with Fonts on the short side of the field. They will throw to Harris. Harris completes it, not able to make a man miss, and now decision time upcoming for Coach Moreno and this Yellow Jacket squad. They're going to be about 2 yards short of the first down marker, a pickup of 6. A nice gain by Harris, unable to beat the cornerback near the sideline, and now 4th and 2, and that's the first time tonight a team has not converted a 3rd down as we are nearing the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. Crucial, 4th and 2, ball on the plus 47 side. In Scorpions territory. They will spread it out 3 wide. Shotgun, single back is Harris. Another timeout. That will be the final timeout called by Oxnard, and with 9:31 remaining, they are all out of timeouts. It isn't the second half where they're more crucial, but definitely have to be some confusion here in the early going for this Yellow Jackets offense. With that, we can give you another ad here from the Ventura Orthopedics. They offer state-of-the-art technology to ensure their patients receive the best care available. Always staying abreast of the latest developments in orthopedic medicine, the doctors and surgeons have been among the first in the community to perform many advanced orthopedic treatments, including total hip replacement. Learn more at venturaortho.com today and let them help you get back in the game. Harris has made so many guys miss tonight. It's a big 4th and 2. They used him in the passing game on 3rd and 8. Number 11 is the guy, but Jaden Jones has the ability to use his legs. He already scored an 8-yard touchdown rush. Lamalu will go to the top of your screen, Fonts to the bottom of your screen on the wide side, and the fullback is J.J. Ayala. You do not want to have a false start here and make it 7 yards and probably punt. 4th and 2, ball past midfield. Harris has the first down. Harris picks it up easily. Needed 2, picked up 5, was untouched, got around the tackle. There was a good block downfield from Lamalu and an easy gain. Wasn't a 3rd down conversion, but it was a 4th down conversion. Move the sticks. It's a Yellowjackets first down. Back in the game is Justin Maher, the Camarillo defensive tackle, officially the nose guard. 9:07. Bunch of scores late in the first quarter. 2 in the final 25 seconds. That was an interesting mesh point there where all of a sudden Harris looked like he had the football. He looks back at the quarterback, Jones, and Jones thinks Harris has it, and it's in Jones's hands. It's a short gain of about 2.5. It will be 2nd and 7. Sloppy football on that play. Second and 7, 8:30 remaining in the second quarter. Kent Brown here on the call and producer Anthony Placencia making this happen with the live feed here on VC Star. VCS Preps, where it's at. Follow us on Twitter. Get the latest scores all night. It will be a deep pass by Jones. The receiver is open in the end zone. It is overthrown. Had to do a skinny post there as Fonts had separation. It was thrown a little bit too far for the senior wide receiver, and now it is a big 3rd and 7 inside the 40-yard line. They had a 3rd and 8 earlier this possession, and it was a 6-yard catch by Xavier Harris. They've been utilizing him, his touches in the double digits already here in the early stages of the second quarter. Wouldn't be a bad idea to look at number 11 here on 3rd, maybe even 4th down. This time Harris is to the left side of Jones. Jones goes back, quick pass, complete. Fonts catches it inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. That was too easy. A lot of cushion given by the cornerbacks. Camarillo's corners, Taj Float and Jesse Valenzuela. And then Brandon Contreras and Angel Pignon will rotate in. But they only needed 7, picked up about 11, and it will be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Officially a 12-yard pickup for Aaron Fonts. Fonts already a Mountain West offer, Colorado State. You got to think if this Oxnard offense continues to progress this year and the team keeps winning and he puts up numbers, there's going to be more high-caliber programs looking at him. Jones escapes. Jones cuts back in near the 20-yard line to the 22-yard line. So about a 5.5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and medium. 7:20 remaining here in the second quarter. A good decision by Jones there. Nothing was downfield. He had some space, picked up what was in front of him, and then cut back for the good 5-yard gain. Fonts remains at the top. Bunch formation here to the bottom. A lot of space if they decide to hand it to Harris here on the wide side. Harris is going to get it to the boundary side up at the top of your screen. Only needed about 5, picked up 7. And in the red zone again are the Oxnard Yellowjackets. So 4 possessions combined tonight. All 4 teams have gotten in the red zone. Of course, the last Camarillo possession started in the red zone after the great return. But Xavier Harris with another first down as we near the midway point of the second quarter. 6:30 remaining. Second quarter, 14-7, Camarillo leads. 2 undefeated teams trying to get their 4th win of the year. It'll be Jones pitching it to Harris. Harris left side. Harris trying to cut up past the 10, out of bounds inside the 10 to about the 9.5. So a good gain of about 6.5. It will be 2nd and a long 3. They're going to mark it off at the 10. So officially 2nd and 4. Stepped out of bounds right past that 10-yard logo. The Raiders here. Moorpark College. Allowing Camarillo to host this season after all the renovations at their home stadium. Trying to get the field and everything else there fixed. A great venue to see a high school football game. 2nd and 4, Jones moves to his right side. Now Jones looking to take off, keeps his eyes downfield, will throw it, and it is complete. Did he stay in bounds? He did. A beautiful pitch and catch. Jones was able to tightrope the sideline, find his receiver, Lamalu, and it is 1st and goal here for the Oxnard Yellowjackets with 6:07 left in the second quarter. Great job by Jaden Jones. Kept his eyes downfield the whole time, didn't panic, got outside, and then found his receiver about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage for the first down. Harris will now be the receiver here at the bottom of your screen. Xavier Harris, the big playmaker for the Yellowjackets. Goes handoff to the fullback up the middle. Ayala, a short gain of maybe about a half a yard, and it will be 2nd and goal. Let's go with the tackle. 5:45 left, second quarter, past the midway point of the second frame. Oxnard trying to keep pace with what Camarillo has done. Camarillo's had 2 possessions, both touchdowns. Oxnard, this is their second possession, trying to get 2 scores. Harris comes in motion now in the backfield. Ayala, the fullback, to the right side. Power formation with 2 fullbacks. 2 lead blockers for Harris. Harris able to make a man miss. Now he bounces outside. Nothing doing as he probably loses a half a yard. Camarillo coaches in front of me definitely not pleased there as Harris continues to escape. That time they brought in 2 fullbacks. Benny Martinez, who's one of the starting outside linebackers, along with J.J. Ayala. And the defensive front just beat the point of attack. Didn't get the tackle for loss, but got him near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, ball on the 4. 5:15 remaining in the second quarter. Could be 2-down territory here, depending on how many the Yellowjackets get. Last time it was Jaden Jones with the 8-yard scamper, the quarterback. Once again, same formation, 2 fullbacks as lead blockers to Harris. They fake it. Jones will take off. Jones has the corner, and Jones for the second time tonight walks into the end zone. He held the ball out past the goal line. Glad there was no unsportsmanlike. I'm glad they didn't call it because you don't want that. But nonetheless, Jaden Jones able to cross the goal line, get the 4-yard score. I think it's fine extending that ball over the goal line. If you can get away from the defense, you should be allowed to do that. And now the PAT awaits, as I believe it's Tommy Doré who will try the PAT. Doré, the 5'8 junior. Beautiful 4-yard touchdown. A great play call by Oxnard there with that power formation. 2 fullbacks going to the right. Harris selling it. And then wide open, you trust your quarterback to beat the defense. Jaden Jones able to accomplish that. And with 5:11 remaining in the second quarter, it is all locked up at 14-14. And it has been quite the game. We expected a great game here tonight. 5:11 left, and we have had nothing but touchdown drives. And Jones, 2 touchdowns on the ground here tonight. All PATs good. Sometimes in high school football, that's easier said than done. But all the kickers have done their part. The quarterbacks have done their part. The offensive lines, it has been an offensive-focused game. Methodical drives outside of the one short drive by Camarillo after the great return last time, as it was a one-play, 20-yard score. 14-14. Live here, the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Kent Brown here from Moorpark, California, home of Moorpark College. Currently the temporary home here of 2019 for the Camarillo Scorpions. And the Oxnard Yellowjackets making their way across here to Moorpark to try to remain undefeated. Both teams 3-0. Different leagues, but the same mentality. You want to leave here tonight undefeated and beating a team that you definitely would consider a cross-county rival, a team in the county that you want to beat, dating all the way back, as I said. This series started in 1961, and they've had 46 matchups. This time, both return men catch it at the 5. Now it's going to be brought up to about the 17-yard line. Not the best return after last time where it was returned all the way to the 20, And so with the deepest starting field position of the game for either team tonight, it is Camarillo starting at their own 17-yard line. 5:06 left in the second quarter. Jaden Jones, 2 touchdowns on the ground for Oxnard. For Camarillo, they've done it with Nahar, and they also had a Valenzuela touchdown. The last time Valenzuela, the running back, touched the ball, 20 yards for the score. 3 wide. Actually, 4 wide, 3 to the top of your screen. Shotgun. Showed blitz, now they'll back off. Only sending 3. It's going to be a short handoff. I believe that's Valenzuela again, or is it the backup? It looks like it might be Fletcher Gravel getting the carry there. Yes, it was. And now Valenzuela back in the game. Coming up, making the play, the free safety, R.J. Aranda on the tackle at the outside. The way this game's gone, it wouldn't shock us if this is the final drive or close to it of the second quarter, because Camarillo has had no problem moving the football, and they've done a great job of 6, 7, 10-yard type of gains. The pass was behind the intended target. It was caught at the 24-yard line. They need to get up to the 27, so it will be 3rd and 3 with 4:15 remaining in the second quarter. That was a nice catch by Valenzuela, a little bit behind him. Not the crispest of pass, but ultimately good enough as it was hauled in. Could have had a bit more zip on that, leading the running back, and maybe you get the first down. Instead, a crucial 3rd and 4. Camarillo has not been stopped on 3rd down all night. The only time they were temporarily, there was a face mask, and then they scored their first touchdown on the next play. 4 wide. They will run a crossing route, and now they will go to the deep cross, incomplete. Wide open was Carter Alexander underneath. Instead, McNamara tried to go deep to Nahar. It was overshot. McNamara was open and I think would have had a pretty good shot at the first down had it been to the underneath route. Instead, it's 4th down. So I said I wouldn't be surprised if that was the final drive. I was wrong. The Yellowjackets held them, and now, barring a special teams miscue, will get the ball back with great field position as it's Aaron Fonts lining up at his own 38-yard line. Punting the ball away is Anthony Flores. Flores will get a sidewinder, but it gets a great hop inside the 40. Fonts backs up. The ball will go all the way to the 32-yard line. So you go 18 one way, 27 the other, a 45-yard punt with no return. You will take that every time, pretty much at any level of football, especially here in high school football. So a good job by Flores keeping it away from the return man. And now, after the first defensive stop tonight, it was 4 scores on 4 possessions. This is the first time a team has taken over after a punt, and it is the Oxnard Yellowjackets, fresh off of a short touchdown run on 3rd and goal from Jaden Jones. Jones comes in, a guy with a lot of athleticism. Coach Moreno says he loves his ability as a dual-threat quarterback, but he's still getting better. This is a kid who, you had Walea, you had a guy who you relied on so much, and now you have a new quarterback, but he has broken in very nicely and has done well in his 3 starts. On 1st down, it's a completion. Lamalu near the 1st down marker, up to the 39-yard line. They'll mark it off at the 40. 9 yards, 2nd and 1, and we've seen this plenty of times tonight on both sides. Short yardage here, awaiting 2nd down. 9-yard gains have been fairly common on 1st down here tonight. 3:03 remaining. The one thing we do have to remind you, Oxnard's out of timeouts. The Yellowjackets have used all 3 timeouts. Only 1 used timeout for Camarillo so far tonight. 2:49, clock continues to tick. 2nd and 1, ball on the 40-yard line. Jones looking to throw it deep. Beautiful spiral down the sideline. It's caught inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. Aaron Fonts gets the gain. 60-yard strike. A beautiful pass. And the Yellowjackets take their first lead of the night. Jones to Fonts. 2:36 remaining. And that time, Fonts just was able to beat the coverage, and a beautiful strike, and that is why he is getting Mountain West offers and FBS teams coming at him because Aaron Fonts can separate. Kept his balance, too, as he caught it at about the 6-yard line, started stumbling. Quickly got back, never fell down, and got into the end zone. And Oxnard, after trailing 7-0, came back to tie at 7-7. Trailing 14-7, tied at 14-14. The defense holds, they get a stop, and now the Yellowjackets go 60 yards as Fonts hooks up with the touchdown pass. Looks like they will try for 2. Actually, and that is going to be tipped away. So the 2-point conversion, no good. It should be 20-14. The scoreboard says 19-14. Not sure why that is. Should be 20. I guess previously they missed the extra point is what was happening. So excuse me on that one. It was 14-13 after the missed PAT earlier. So this time they go for 2. Chasing points this early. I'm not sure exactly why you would do that this early, but nonetheless, the pass was incomplete. That is my mistake earlier. So Oxnard does take the first lead, but they did miss the PAT earlier. Camarillo still in pretty good shape here with 2:36 left, 2 timeouts, and an offense that has moved the football virtually at will until that last drive. Oxnard got their first lead of the game. The Yellowjackets now lead 19-14. They missed the 2-point conversion after missing the PAT earlier. Back deep are the normal return men, Harris and Fonts. Or I should say, Valenzuela and McCassib. McCassib with a huge return earlier. And it will be, previously mentioned, Tyler McCassib. It's down to about the 23-yard line. Today's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers and follow us on Twitter at VCSPreps. So 19-14 is the score. Again, want to make sure to reemphasize it was a missed PAT earlier on Oxnard's touchdown, and then they stopped them, got another score, went for 2 and missed, which is why we sit at 19-14. McNamara rolls out. We'll dump it off to Valenzuela. Valenzuela near the first down marker, makes some men miss, appears to have first down yardage. Needed to get up to the 33. I believe he got there. And let's see if they move the sticks or maybe it's short. It was right where the first down markers are. And the official's going to say it is a first down. Move those sticks. I believe he's calling it a first, as it's now 1st and 10. They got to wait till the sticks are eventually down. McNamara, back to pass. We'll throw it out wide. It is caught at the 40, near the 44-yard line. Another quick throw. And the Camarillo offense trying to get a touchdown, which will, if they can get it, will take the lead here as we are nearing the end of the second quarter. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 19-14, Oxnard ahead of Camarillo. First and 10, 2 plays, 2 first downs already on this drive. McNamara rolls out. It is complete. And now trying to get past midfield and near the first down markers. Cutting upfield is Carter Alexander. Alexander about a half a yard short. It will be 2nd and 1. I've said we've had a lot of 9-yard gains on first down tonight. Clock will continue to go. It's 2nd and 1. 1:25 remaining. 2 timeouts left for Camarillo. Second and 1, ball on the 47-yard line of Oxnard. 6 total drives tonight, 5 total touchdowns. McNamara is going to throw it deep off his back foot, incomplete. No flag, good coverage, and now it's 3rd and 1. And want to be able to set your feet on that one and drive into the football. And that time he was pressured. Good job by the defensive front for Oxnard on the short yardage play. Get the quarterback out of the pocket, get him throwing off balance, and now it's 3rd and 1. A 3-year starter, and at this point, in some ways a 4-year guy because he closed his freshman year. Coach Jack Willard told me had he known what they had in the quarterback, he probably just would have started him in 2016 and let him go through the growing pains instead of just playing him at the end of the year. 3rd and 1. Pressure's coming. Incomplete. The pressure was a good idea. The feet were not properly set, and now it's 4th and 1. Ball on the plus 47, and a decision coming up for the Camarillo Scorpions, because if they don't get this, it's a short yard or a short field taking over for Oxnard. I think you roll the dice here and go for it, though, with 57 seconds left in the second quarter. So now there's going to be a timeout called from the Scorpions. Their second used timeout. Now, you would probably like to potentially save that timeout here if you get the first down. But if you're unsure what the play call is, you don't want to delay a game, you don't want a false start. And if you're 4th and 6, you're punting the football. So for Camarillo, if you're not sure, it's probably worth it. Ventura Orthopedics is proud to support the collegiate and high school sports teams in the community. The doctors have served as team physicians for most of the high school and college sports programs in the area. Whether assisting with game injuries or cheering for players from the sidelines, the doctors at Ventura Orthopedics consider it a privilege to be a part of the team. Follow us at VCS Preps. It's been such a fast-moving, high-paced first half with a lot of scoring, a lot of big plays, so we haven't really gone into too many of the scores, so that's why you might want to follow us at VCS Preps for all the score updates the rest of the night. We'll give you some updates in the second half. It's going to be 4th and 1. There was a missed tackle in the backfield, a first down by the Scorpions, and that time the defensive line guessed right, but they were unable to make the play, and that's when coaches say, coaches coach, players play. They coached right on the Oxnard sideline, but the play of the tailback was too much. Could have been a 1-yard loss. Instead, it was about a 4-yard pickup, and with 51 seconds left in the second quarter, it's 1st and 10. Camarillo inside the 40. Scorpions offense led by James McNamara. Man in motion is Nahar. Nahar goes to the right side. He stays in the block. Now will be a throw to the outside. It's complete. In bounds, though. I don't believe he got out. Clock continues to wind. Grady Liddell, he's short of the sticks. So it will be another 9-yard first down gain. The officials have to set the ball. We're under 35 seconds left. This is when it could have been nice to have that extra timeout in hand. Camarillo uses their final timeout on what now will be 2nd and 1 from the 30-yard line. It was a good catch by Grady Liddell, but he was unable to get out of bounds, and thus the clock continues to move. And heads up by Camarillo there in terms of just calling this last time out, and now you know sideline, deep routes, stuff past the sticks. You can't afford to stay in bounds short of the sticks. Fortunately for them, they're only a yard from the first down marker, so that always helps. .33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Camarillo in their home dark gray uniforms, and then for the Oxnard Yellowjackets, the white with the Cardinal helmets. 2nd and 1. Out of timeouts, both teams. Neither team has a timeout remaining. Valenzuela remains the lone back, 4 wide. McNamara looking to the left side, and he threw into double coverage, nearly intercepted. Probably should have been by Jarrell Samuel, the senior corner. It was right in his hands. Another time where McNamara did not get set with his delivery, and that sailed on him. It is incomplete, though, so with 29 seconds left, it's 3rd and 1. Right now it's been Valenzuela with 1 touchdown. We had Nahar earlier, McCassib with a big return. Grady Liddell has been involved all over the field. And McNamara's been up and down, but it has been 2 touchdown drives and 3 possessions. Camarillo trying to make it 3 and 4. 29 ticks left on the clock. Single receiver to the bottom of your screen, 3 to the top. Back is Valenzuela. Pressure coming up the middle. It is complete. That time it was McNamara staying inside. The ball is at the 11-yard line. The clock should stop as it's a first down. The clock continued to run. It should be more time. And now it is spiked with 14 seconds remaining. Camarillo should probably have about 21 seconds left. Instead, it's only 14 seconds as the clock continued to go. And now it will be second down from the 11-yard line. A little bit unfortunate there. Probably lost 5 or 6 seconds. Maybe Camarillo scores here in 1 or 2 plays and it's all for nothing. But you have to play this past the sticks, at the sidelines, or in the end zone, because anything caught short of the 1-yard line that doesn't result in a first down or touchdown, that means it's halftime because no timeouts remain for Camarillo. 4 wide, Valenzuela the lone back, McNamara the senior quarterback in his 3rd year as the full starter. Pressure's coming. It looked like a hold on the left side. McNamara will take off, has to get inside the 1, crosses the goal line with 7 seconds remaining, an 11-yard touchdown. And we had a score right at the end of the first quarter with 12 seconds left. And now we have a score with 7 seconds left. That's twice tonight. Camarillo has scored with under 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. And this time it was McNamara showing his athleticism and getting in for the 11-yard score. And now I take that back. I did say it looked like a hold on the left side. I believe that was Spencer Davis out there, the tackle. And the refs do look like they're going to call it back. I thought he got away with one and McNamara was able to score. Defensive end was pulled to the ground. And now it will be all the way back to the 27, make it the 28-yard line. So take back what I just said about the touchdown. Still 7 seconds remaining. The hold did not get away, and now it is going to mark it all the way back at the 28-yard line. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Throw is out of bounds. They will get one more play with 3 seconds left. Player down, and now he's back up is Jacob Murillo for Oxnard. So now 3 seconds left. We are looking for this Camarillo team probably out of field goal range. Colton Schlimgen, it would be a 45-yard attempt. There is no kicker coming on the field. Trips formation to the bottom of your screen. 1 receiver to the top, so 4 wide. They keep the back in, probably to block. Valenzuela does get a little chip block. McNamara will throw it up into the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. It was in the hands of a receiver and then knocked away. So we go to the half 19-14. Camarillo trails Oxnard. It has been a lot of offense in the first half. Yellowjackets lead by 5. We are back at Griffin Stadium here at Moorpark College, Kent Brown. It is 19-14. This is the Ventura Orthopedics game of the week from the Ventura County Star. We have seen a lot of touchdowns, plenty of offense here in the first half, 33 combined points. Oxnard with their first lead late in the second quarter. It has been 2 rushing touchdowns from the junior quarterback, Jaden Jones, and then another score late, a 60-yard strike, Jones to Fonts. That is the difference in this game. As for the Camarillo Scorpions, their first 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Their last 2 drives, over, both getting stopped. 1 punt, 1 on the final play of the second quarter, incomplete in the end zone after taking back a touchdown on a holding call with 7 seconds remaining. 2 teams undefeated. Oxnard Yellowjackets, they come from the Pacific View League, and then the Camino League's Camarillo Scorpions. Both teams 3-0. They are outscoring their opponents this year a combined 293-27 total here this season. Kicking off for Camarillo, down 5 points, will be Colton Schlimgen. Back deep, Xavier Harris and Aaron Fonts. It will be a short kick caught at the 29. The up man's going to return it past the 40 all the way to the 45-yard line. So a short field awaits the Yellowjackets as Jaden Jones gets started. Jaden Jones, the junior quarterback, his first year as the starter, trying to get his team to a 4-0 record. 3 touchdowns on 3 possessions. They did a great job of maximizing their possessions all first half. Four wide. Single back is Xavier Harris from the gun. Showing blitz and bringing 4 are the Scorpions. On 1st and 10, nothing doing. For the first time tonight, Xavier Harris was hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for a loss. That has not happened all first half. First negative play, and a good job from that Camarillo defensive line. Adam Lavelle, Justin Maher, and DJ Diaz helping with the linebackers Gavrell, Lithgow, Saurier, and McCassib making the stop for the defensive front for Camarillo. 19-14, no team is led by more than 7. It was out of the chute, a 7-0 lead from Camarillo, then 7-7. And then 14-7, Camarillo, followed by a touchdown on the missed extra point for Oxnard, and then a touchdown and the missed 2-point conversion is why it sits at 19. On 2nd and 11, a short pass to the top of the screen, caught by Lamalu at the 47-yard line. Let's see, they're actually going to say about the 45-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 10 after only a 1-yard pickup. Tanelu Lamalu, the junior wide receiver, with that catch, only a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 10. Camarillo trying to get off the field. They have not been able to get stops all night. But down 5, a crucial opening drive to this third quarter. 11:03 remaining, third quarter. You are watching the Ventura Orthopedics game of the week from the Ventura County Star. Back to pass is Jones. Pressure's coming. Jones now takes off. Jones is met in the backfield. Stays alive. Jones past the 50. Up close to the sticks. Jones right near the first down marker. It appears the linesman will mark him a yard short. Nearly corralled in the backfield. Escapes we have seen all night between Harris and Jones. They have avoided the first tackle. A lot of after contact yards from this Oxnard team. And that is a pickup of 9 yards, and it's 4th and 1. And based on the way this offensive line has blocked all game, you have to think Oxnard goes for this. Out of the game is Fred Vasquez. They've brought in that 2 fullback system a few times tonight where you've had Ayala along with Martinez. On their last touchdown, they faked it, and Jones was able to scramble in for a score. Actually, their second touchdown. 4th and 1. It's Harris. Harris has a first down. Harris inside the 40, up to the 37-yard line, a 9-yard pickup, and a beautiful give. Jones read that perfectly. Harris untouched as he scampered past the first down marker. Tackled at the 37, a huge gain, and first down as Oxnard continues to move the football in this early stage of the third quarter. 10:40 remaining third quarter. Oxnard leads Camarillo 19-14. Camarillo playing their home games at Moorpark College this year as they renovate and fix up their stadium out in Camarillo. On 1st and 10, Jones to the slot, intercepted. That is Grady Liddell, the safety, and he returns it up to about the 37-yard line. Liddell read that. It was just a quick pass up the seam. Liddell dropped back, got the interception, the first turnover of the night, and it is a huge defensive stop for Grady Liddell and this Camarillo defense. And now it's time for the 3-year starting quarterback James McNamara to take the field with good field position up at the 38-yard line. A beautiful job by the safety to read the quarterback's eyes and make sure that it was not complete, because if that's caught, that's a huge gain, and Oxnard would have been up 5 heading towards the red zone. 1st and 10, two-back set. Valenzuela gets it. The other back was Fletcher Gravel. Nothing doing. There's a flag down in the backfield. Normally where holding would take place. 10:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Now the officials will go over and officially tell us what the penalty is, as it was thrown in the offensive backfield. We haven't seen too much two-back sets here tonight for Camarillo. It's been a lot of single backs, and then maybe Gravel just filling in, giving a spell to Valenzuela. We have seen some power formations with 2 fullbacks for Oxnard on several occasions. Holding appears on Camarillo. That is what it will be. So now they will back up. The ball's all the way back. They're going to have to get to the 48-yard line. It's now at the 27-yard line. So 1st and 21 with 10:05 remaining in the third quarter. A huge 11-yard loss. A quick pass to the outside. Makes a man miss, and now corralled at about the 31-yard line. So a decent, nice short gain, but nothing really going there, as it's only about 4 yards and will be 2nd and long. Camarillo comes in 3-0. Oxnard comes in 3-0. 2 teams ranked in the top 6 in our latest VC Star poll, top 10. Grace Brethren, Pacifica, Calabasas, Camarillo, Oaks Christian, Oxnard, Rio Mesa, St. Bonaventure, Oak Park, and Ventura. Those are your top 10 here in the county heading into this week. Four wide, a single set back. From the gun is McNamara. 2nd and 17. James McNamara drops back to pass. It's complete over the middle. A gain up to the 36-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup. And so they've nearly got back the 11 yards they've lost on the hold. They picked back 9 of it, and it's now 3rd and 12. 8:55 left in the third quarter. 19-14, Oxnard leads. We saw plenty of offense in the first half. Third and 12. This time it'll be 3 wide to the top, and then 1 receiver to the bottom of your screen. And as McNamara looking to the right side, and now ran into one of his linemen. McNamara looking to take off. He will throw it downfield. It is complete for a first down. It is caught by Tosh Floatin. Floatin just sat there, found a space, made sure that the quarterback was able to see him with those pink gloves, gets the first down catch, and it's a huge gain all the way up to the 38-yard line. And that goes for over 20 yards, one of the biggest passing plays of the night for Camarillo, and it's 1st and 10, Scorpions. Another huge third down conversion. They've been great on third downs all evening. Taj Floatin getting into the mix. 7:55 remaining in the third quarter. Looks to be a trick play. Valenzuela now gets it to one of the receivers, up to the 30, inside the 20, down inside the red zone. And that is going to be Fletcher Gravel who brings that into the red zone. 1st and 10, another big gain for the Camarillo offense. They're starting to work with a bunch of weapons here. McCassib, Liddell, Floatin, Alexander, Valenzuela, Gravel. They're all getting in the mix as McNamara is pretty sharp on this drive. A big 3rd and 12 where he found his receiver, nearly ran into a lineman, avoided getting a sack, and then kept his eyes downfield. A very impressive drive by the senior quarterback. Valenzuela, they'll run a stretch to the right side, and a good gain on 1st down up to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 3. Nearing the midway point of the 3rd quarter. 7:15, and now there is an injury down on the field. So that we will, a little ad read here. Today's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter at VCS Preps. This has been a game we've had competitive from the start, so haven't had too much time to read through our county score. So if you follow us on VCS Preps, try to do it in the 4th quarter if I can. But right now, with back just drive after drive, moving the football, the interception off last drive, that'll be a little hint to follow us at VCS Preps on Twitter. Crucial 2nd and short. In the red zone are Camarillo. Ball is on the 13-yard line. McNamara now will throw it off, and he dumps it to the running back. It's going to be a short gain of about 1.5, and it will be 3rd and maybe 2 officially. So not the worst gain there. You picked up positive yardage, but decision time upcoming if you don't get this 3rd down. Fortunately for Camarillo tonight, they've been nearly perfect on 3rd down, dating back to that first drive in the 1st quarter where they went 5 of 5 on 3rd down, including the big touchdown in the red zone. 3rd and 2, ball on the 11. Crucial down and distance, down 5 points at the midway point. We are nearing 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. From Moorpark College at Griffin Stadium. Man in motion. And now there's going to be a timeout called. Actually, no, they're going to call delay of game, and that is brutal on 3rd and 2. A 5-yard penalty for Camarillo. You just cannot make that mistake. Senior quarterback, 5 senior offensive linemen. Really seniors all over the field. Valenzuela, McCassib, Liddell, Alexander, Nahar. Really the only starter who isn't a senior is Taj Floatin, who made the big catch on 3rd and 12. The rest of this veteran group cannot let that happen, and it now is 3rd and 7 from the 16. Back to pass McNamara. They bring the blitz, dumps it off, blocking downfield, short of the 1st down, should have went wide, cut up the middle, got back the original 5 yards that you lost on the penalty. In fact, I'll mark it at the 12, so only a 4-yard pickup, and it is now 4th and 3 for Camarillo. Decision time, do you bring in Colton Schlimgen and make it a 2-point game? It does not appear that they will. Gravel comes in, Valenzuela comes out. Big play upcoming. 4th down and 3, ball on the 13-yard line. You got to get up inside the 10. It's actually basically 4 yards as it's a long 3. Back to pass is Jones. Back to pass McNamara. Incomplete as he threw it out of bounds. And the Camarillo Scorpions for the 3rd straight drive leave with 0 on the board. And Oxnard turned it over on their last possession, get the ball back unscathed, as Camarillo unable to take advantage of the turnover. Let's go through a couple scores right now. Oak Park ahead of Channel Islands 35-7. Halftime, Fillmore 21, La Cañada 0. Let's go see a couple other scores. Ventura 20, Newberry Park 14 at the half. Rio Mesa leads Golden Valley. And now you have a bad snap. The ball goes into the end zone, and trying to kick it out is the quarterback, Jones. That could be a penalty. You're not allowed to do that. There are flags in the end zone. Jones unable to handle the snap, and it will be a safety. So I said unable to take advantage of the turnover. Well, back-to-back turnovers on 2 straight plays for Oxnard. This time, Jones unable to get the snap from Logan Simmons, and it is now 19-16. The first score of this third quarter is the safety, and then Jones tried to kick it multiple times. I don't know if he grew up being a soccer player. Didn't show on that play, and with 4:41 remaining, Camarillo back in the game. It's a safety in the end zone. Oxnard still leads, but Camarillo could get great field position. Down 3. Bad snap in the end zone. What a break for the Camarillo Scorpions. I want to remind you, 20 doctors with 5 locations in Ventura County, all with one goal in mind, to get you back in the game. Ventura Orthopedic specializes in sports medicine, general orthopedics, pain management, pediatric, and MRI. Ventura Orthopedics offers exceptional therapy services featuring 26 highly skilled physical and occupational therapists. Learn more at venturaortho.com or call to schedule an appointment at 800-698-1280. Kicking off from their own 20 are the Oxnard Yellowjackets. 2 straight plays with offensive turnovers. We had 0 turnovers in the first half. Camarillo killed itself with that 3rd and 2 penalty, moving back to the 3rd and 7, and then threw the incompletion out of bounds. But fortunately for the Scorpions, a bad quarterback snap exchange with the center goes into the end zone. Then there's a penalty there assessed on the kick. So it should be superb field position for the Camarillo Scorpions, who's almost returned one tonight. They started off at the 20 and scored on the first play on one of their drives. 19-16, is the score. 4:41 remaining, a 3-point edge. This is going to be kicked off, and it might land. Nope, it is caught by the deep man. Now past the 50, down to the 48-yard line. A good return from Camarillo. That is number 1, Brandon Contreras, returning that into positive territory. 4:36 remaining in the third quarter. .436 remaining, third quarter, 19-16. Camarillo trails by 3, but a good return after the errand play on offense from Oxnard. It's going to be to the right side. The backup running back, Fletcher Gravel, has space near the first down marker, but there's a flag near where the right tackle would have been blocking, or maybe a receiver downfield. And instead of a 9 or 10-yard pickup, chances are it's going to be backed up all the way into their own territory, and most likely a 1st and 20+. Gravel got around quickly, but maybe part of that was due to the hold. That's one thing sometimes fans don't realize. They go, well, that would have been a big gain if not for the penalty, but you don't necessarily get the gain if not for the penalty. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. It's been hotly contested throughout the entire game. No team has led by more than 7 in this game. The lead was 5 at the break. Oxnard led 19-14. It's now 19-16 with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Fakes the handoff to Valenzuela. McNamara rolls deep. He's throwing down the sideline. Incomplete. That time intended for Taj Floatin as it sailed over his head. 2nd and 20 upcoming for Camarillo. Both teams come in 3-0. They're not in the same league. This is not a league game, but two teams that very much want to get the 4th win, beat a rival. It has been over a decade since Oxnard has defeated Camarillo. They've lost 6 in a row. Their last win was 2008, and they've also lost 14 of the last 17. Overall in the series, 46 times these schools have met since 1961. Camarillo leads 27-19 all time. Both teams come in top 6 in the latest Ventura County Star poll for the top 10. On second down, it's going to be a pass across the middle, complete in positive territory. Nahar brings it all the way up to the 43-yard line. A big pickup of 16. And it will now be 3rd and 4 for the Scorpions. James McNamara showed a lot of ability on that last drive, and then they got stalled after the 5-yard penalty and then the incompletion on 4th down. Big 3rd and 4 awaits. Third and 4. Back to pass is McNamara. McNamara is going to be sacked in the backfield at the 42-yard line. And coming in and making the play is Titus Hutchinson, the junior outside linebacker. 6 foot, 180. Nearly corralled at the 45. Instead, McNamara got away, and then Hutchinson cleaned it up at the 44-yard line. A big loss, and it is time to punt for the 4th straight possession after scoring touchdowns early and often on their first 2 drives. The Scorpions do not score as they cross midfield, and now you start to believe this Oxnard defense is building confidence as they've been able to stop the Scorpions since that first quarter. The punt by Anthony Flores. He's done a nice job to just keep it away from Fonts. This will go all the way inside the 10. It'll be down at the 5-yard line. A beautiful punt again. He had a net 45 earlier. This time, the net goes for 46 yards. How about that? A beautiful punt. And he's been one of the MVPs here as it will be backed up all the way to their own 5-yard line. 2:45 remaining. Third quarter, Jaden Jones on the Oxnard offense takes over, up 3, but their last 2 offensive snaps have been turnovers. Interception and then safety in the end zone off the bad snap. I'm not sure necessarily what you can do for a third time, but you have to think Jones in this offense will come up with something positive, and it might be in the hands of number 11, Xavier Harris. On first down, it is Harris. Harris busts up the middle, past the 10 to the 13-yard line. A good gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And this time, don't put it in the air. Don't get a bad snap. Give it to your playmaker and allow him to go up the middle, beat another tackler, and get a good gain on first down. It's an Oxnard team that wants to get its 4th win of the year. Both teams do. But the Yellowjackets are fighting in this game. Last year they lost 35-19. It was a game that we did as our game of the week last year. And it was an impressive victory for the Scorpions. So far today, there's not been a double-digit lead or a 2-score lead at all. On 2nd and 2, a sack comes in. Jaden Jones unable to get away from the defense. And that was a great job by the front, coming in, making the play. I believe Fletcher Gravel getting over there. And now it is 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 after the 5-yard loss. We are nearing the closing moments of the third quarter. 1:30 remaining in the third frame. 19-16, a slight lead for Oxnard deep in its own territory. 3rd and 7, ball on the 13-yard line. Or actually, ball on the 8-yard line. Man in motion's Vasquez, Fred Vasquez. They dump it out deep. It is Harris. Harris trying to make a man miss. Cannot beat the defense, and Camarillo gets the 3 and out, gets the stop, and now, after a great punt and a great 3 and out, should be great field position awaiting the Scorpions. And for the first time tonight, they've forced a punt. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Quite the game we've had here. 19-16, exciting throughout, a 3-point lead. And it's Valenzuela that will be the return man for Camarillo, the punter, Hunter Rapp. Now there's a flag down. Delay a game on the offense, so back them up 5 more yards, well, more so half the distance. It will be to about the 6-yard line, so really just probably the poorest drive of the game for Oxnard today. They've been very good at getting first downs, completing it on 3rd down, Harrison space, and instead Camarillo rose to the occasion, got the stop, and now we've already seen a safety once. This is a position where if you bring the house, you might get another one. It's a bad punt. We'll see if they get a good roll. It is a very favorable roll, though. The ball landed at about the 31 and goes all the way to the other side of the field at the 46-yard line. That ends up being a 25-yard roll. If that bounces the other way, it might be a Camarillo possession starting in the red zone. Instead, they will start from their own 46-yard line with just 4 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Only 2 points of this quarter have been that safety. A couple other scores. Buena leading Dos Pueblos 20-14 at the half. So we're seeing a lot of competitive close games across the county here tonight, including this one here from Moorpark College. Happy to be on the call here for the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. On 1st down, it's McNamara giving it to Valenzuela. Valenzuela up to the 47-yard line. A good gain, and that is the final play of the 3rd quarter. Oxnard, a narrow lead, 19-16 over Camarillo. We'll be back shortly here. You are watching the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. We are back on the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Ventura Orthopedics has one goal: to get you back in the game. The doctors are well-versed in special orthopedics needs of both the amateur and professional athlete. Learn more at venturaortho.com today or call to schedule an appointment at 800-698-1280. On 2nd down, it will be Valenzuela again. Has the 1st down, trying to cut outside. Will extend the rush. A nice tackle in the open field from the Oxnard defensive back. Getting up slowly is Carlos Barbosa. Only needed about 3, picked up 4, but a great job by Barbosa, because if he doesn't cut that angle, it might be 15 or 20. So a really good job from the cornerback. Still a 1st down. Moves the chains here early in the 4th quarter. 11:40 remaining. The final quarter of the night here at Griffin Stadium, home of the Moorpark College Raiders. Camarillo 3-0. Oxnard 3-0. Camarillo in the dark gray, Oxnard in the white. Both teams trying to stay undefeated. The handoff goes to Gravel. Gravel met at the line, loses 2 yards, and it will be 2nd and 12. Coming in, making the play, Jalen Lankilde, the backup defensive lineman, coming in, along with Jacob Murillo, who's been all over the field tonight, making plays from that nose guard position. Very rare tonight have we seen a lost yardage play from a run. We've started seeing some sacks. It does seem like after a hot offensive start, we had 27 points in the 1st quarter. Since then, well, we had 21 points in the 1st quarter. Since then, we have had very few scores. On 2nd and 12, pressure's coming. McNamara escapes. McNamara eyes downfield, trying to find a receiver down the middle, and he has him. The ball is caught by Carter Alexander. Alexander gets it at the 31-yard line, a pickup of 14, a 1st down, and with 10.5 left, Camarillo nearing the red zone, down 3. A beautiful job by McNamara, quite possibly the best throw of his night, moving across his body, finding the receiver after nearly getting sacked. Showed his athleticism, his vision, and of course a great job by the receiver to find the space, get the 1st down. and move the chains. 1st and 10. Back to pass McNamara. Pressure is coming up the middle. He will dump it off, incomplete. Gravel was open in the flat. Would have been maybe a short gain, but nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10. .10:09 remaining. 4th quarter. This has been about as even a game as we have had in a while. Certainly our tightest game of the year here in the early stages here for the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week. From the Ventura County Star, I am Kent Brown, pleased to be here at Moorpark College, here for 2 undefeated teams in mid-September. The ball is dropped as it was thrown on the right side after getting a first down catch. Alexander unable to haul that one in. Would have been about a 5 to 6 yard pickup, and now it's 3rd and 10 from the 31. From the 30 officially. Could be 4 downs. In fact, almost definitely is 4 down territory here. 3-point game. Just over 600 ticks left in this game. 10:04 remaining. Now Camarillo in the first half burned their timeouts late in the second quarter. Oxnard did a really poor job with their timeouts in the first half. This half, neither team has blown a timeout until now, and Camarillo unable to adjust, the formation not taking place. They call the timeout in the early stages of the 4th quarter. At Ventura Orthopedics, they offer state-of-the-art technology to ensure their patients receive the best care available. Always staying abreast of the latest developments in orthopedic medicine, the doctors and surgeons have been among the first in the community to perform many advanced orthopedic treatments, including total hip replacement. Learn more at VenturaOrtho.com today and let them help you get back in the game. Today's broadcast is also a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers, and also follow us on Twitter at VCS Preps. Score updates throughout the night. We will give you the county scores, and this one is our county game of the week, and it has been a gem. No lead larger than 7. Right now the lead is 3, and it is 3rd and 10. Back to pass McNamara, gets out of the pocket, has space in front of him to run, instead will throw it towards the middle of the field, incomplete, intended target Alexander, and now it's 4th and 10 from the 30-yard line. McNamara probably could have ran it for at least 3 or 4 yards. He had open space in front of him, decided to throw it, fell short, incomplete, and a big 4th and 10. One of the only times, I believe the second time tonight, Camarillo has just not been able to get something on 3rd down. They've been very efficient on 3rd downs all night, although this half they have struggled. 4th and 10, 9:55 remaining. Oxnard trying to stop Camarillo for the 5th time in a row, including 3 in their own territory. Back to pass over the middle. Can they get the first down? It's going to be close. Oxnard does a great job. They're going to mark him off, though, inside the 20, and that gives Camarillo a first down. Needed 10, picked up 11. A great job from the receiver to get past the sticks. It looked close from here. Obviously, our angle not necessarily right on that line, and it's in the red zone. First down, Camarillo. The Scorpions are a success on 4th and 10. A great job picking up yards after the catch, as it was short of the sticks until the receiver got past the 20. On first down, it's Gravel. Gravel to the 16-yard line. A nice pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. 9:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Beautiful night in Moorpark, California, and 2 undefeated teams going toe-to-toe with one another. Oxnard and Camarillo. 6-game losing streak for Oxnard against Camarillo. The last time they defeated the Scorpions was 2008. trying to get the first win in over a decade against a county rival. It will be a quick pass. Valenzuela inside the 10, down to the 9. That should be good enough for a first down. It's right where they need to go to move the sticks. If they mark it on that inside portion of the 9, it will be first and goal. We'll see if they give them the first or if they measure. Right now, there's been no signal of a first down or not. Now they drop the stick, so it is officially first and goal from the 9. 8.5 minutes remaining. Man in motion. Lone back is Valenzuela. It goes to Jesse Valenzuela. He's up inside the 5 to the 3-yard line, a 6-yard gain. And Camarillo with 8:15 left in the fourth quarter, trying to get the first touchdown of this half. So far, it's been a very low-scoring half. 19-16, the only score this half, a safety on a bad snap in the end zone. That is it. It was a 5-point edge for Oxnard at the break, 19-14. Here's the handoff, busting up and scoring as he goes between the right guard and the center. Valenzuela scores from 2.5 yards out, and with 7:54 remaining in the fourth quarter, Camarillo retakes the lead, 22-19. 7:54 and a beautiful drive, a 4th and 10 completion for 11 yards. Valenzuela able to get into the end zone from 2 yards out. And now the all-important extra point. Low snap, but it is down. The kick is up, and it is through. And Camarillo back in front, 23-19 over Oxnard, as the PAT was good. Folks, we have quite a game. 2 undefeated teams going toe-to-toe. And we have, I don't know if either team has a real advantage on the scoreboard right now. Camarillo has the slight edge. But Oxnard's offense probably just can't wait to get the ball back. Really good play this half out of James McNamara. Jaden Jones has been good all night. Xavier Harris has been stalled here in the second half. He hasn't been able to get going the way he did in the first half. Seemingly Harris is picking off 7, 8, 9 yards a carry at will. In the second half, it has not been like that at all. The big play that brought Oxnard to the lead late in the first half was the 60-yard strike from Jones to Aaron Fonts. But since that moment, 0 points, now dating back to the 2.5-minute mark of the first half. So they've gone, 12 plus 4, 16, about 18.5 minutes of real time in this game. Game time without a score. It's going to be a short kickoff. Return to the 35-yard line. Harris was smart, picked that up, gained positive yardage, and decent field position starting for the Yellowjackets. Jaime Moreno, the coach for the Oxnard Yellowjackets, told me this week he has real strength and belief of Jaden Jones commanding the offense tonight and doing his job, and that is exactly what he's done. He did have the 1 interception, and he had the, I don't even know if you can really fault him on the snap in the end zone, but now it's time to show up for the first-year starting quarterback. We know McNamara has been 3+ years as a starter. This is Jones, only his 4th start of his career. The pitch to Harris. The defense does a great job to force him wide. It will be a loss of 3 and a 2nd and 13 as this Camarillo side comes alive here at Griffin Stadium. It's Friday the 13th. 2 teams 3-0. One will leave undefeated. One will suffer its first loss of the season. 7:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Yellowjackets and the Scorpions. A great job, probably one of the best defensive plays of the night for Oxnard, or for Camarillo, just forcing Xavier Harris wide and then making sure you don't let him beat a defender or two and pick up positive yardage. 2nd and 13. And now is there going to be a timeout? Nope, a penalty, delay of game. So it will be 2nd and 18. And this home crowd, it is officially a home game for Camarillo, even here at Moorpark. They are making noise here as we are on the press box side. So they lose 3 yards on first down, lose 5 yards on the penalty, and it is now 2nd and 18 with 6:56 left in the contest. 23-19, Camarillo leads Oxnard. No team is led by more than 7. This half, no team is led by more than 5. Back to passes Jones. It's complete. A missed tackle up past the first down marker is Tanelu Lamalu. A missed tackle in open space. It could have been about a gain of 10. Instead, it goes for 20 and a big first down as the Oxnard Yellowjackets are nearing midfield. 6:47 remaining. I don't believe there's any flag down, although I don't know quite what the officials are discussing. They're going to say roughing the passer, so it was a 20-yard pickup plus 15 more. That results in 35 yards and a huge mistake from this Camarillo defense. They got to the quarterback, but a little bit too late, roughed him. That could mean hit him up top, hit him late. Either way, after 2nd and 18, it becomes 35 yards later, 1st and 10. Ball is inside the Camarillo 40. The handoff goes to Harris. Harris busts loose, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Xavier Harris, 39 yards out. And just like that, answering the call in about a minute, 25 seconds. Back in the lead, the Oxnard Yellowjackets as Harris strikes from 39 yards out. And this crowd who was just alive all night, it's been back and forth. The crowd rose, 2nd and 18, the big 20-yard completion, a 15-yard penalty, and next thing you know, Harris scampering in from 39 yards out. And Oxnard retakes the lead. The PAT awaits Tommy DeRay. The kick is up, and it is no good. He misses an extra point for the second time. So instead of it being a 3-point lead, it is only a 2-point lead for Oxnard as Camarillo right now. Maybe that could be the difference down the stretch is missed extra points. PAT no good. And it is a 25-23 Oxnard lead. Quite the game here. I'll give a shout out to my producer Anthony Placencia. Helps get this stream up and all the coverage going, all the equipment set up today. Quite the job. It's a solo broadcast for me tonight. George Contreras will be back here as the weeks go on. He's seeing his Washington Huskies this week, trying to have them bounce back after their 4:30 a.m., 1:30 a.m. local time loss last week to the Cal Bears. It's an exciting fourth quarter here. We only saw a safety in the third quarter, so we have now seen back-to-back touchdowns in a minute 25 on the game clock, and we are nearing the midway point here of the fourth quarter. 6:29 remaining. I said about 3 minutes ago, I don't know who has this edge, and Oxnard kind of proved the point. This is going to be a game, maybe last team with the ball wins, or you need a final second stop at the goal line to secure victory. Either way, we have seen quite the game tonight. The kickoff is high, and it is deep. And it'll be Contreras returning. Contreras trying to get past the 25 up to the 28-yard line. So a decent return, a really nice kickoff. Let's go through a couple scores. Golden Valley now leads Rio Mesa 14-13 into the third quarter. We have 49 for Oak Park, 14 for Channel Islands. Ventura now leading 34-20 in the third quarter in their contest against Newberry Park. And then Buena still ahead by 6 against Dos Pueblos. 6:22 remaining. Handoff goes to Valenzuela. Valenzuela able to cut past the 30. A great job to beat the tacklers. He kind of looked like how Xavier Harris looked all first half, making the first and second man miss, picking up about 6 yards, and it's 2nd and 4 as the clock now winds under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We are past the midway point of the fourth frame. Camarillo, fresh off a touchdown drive, which was quickly answered with help of a penalty from the Oxnard Yellowjackets. 25-23. A 2-point edge for the boys in white, cardinal, and gold. It's normally Columbia and silver for Camarillo, but tonight it's dark gray and black. Handoff goes to Gravel. Gravel has the first down, needed 4, picked up 7. Ball is past the 40-yard line, and Camarillo in 2 rushes looked really good. Valenzuela and now Gravel, the 1-2 punch, the senior in Valenzuela and the junior in Fletcher Gravel. 5:20 remaining, 1st and 10. Ball on the Scorpions' 41-yard line. Be a 4-man front. 4 wide. McNamara, quick pass. It's complete to Carter Alexander. Alexander makes a man miss, gets out of bounds at the 49, an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot of the fans here wanted a flag. I do think the defense kind of held up. There was maybe a slight push, but definitely nothing malicious. Although I'm probably saying that in the wrong area here as I'm surrounded by Camarillo fans. Either way, it's still an 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2. 4:40 remaining, 4th quarter, ball near midfield. Camarillo down by 2. A field goal would give them the lead. So far, there has been no field goal attempts all night. Gravel gets the hand up. Gravel past the 40, down to the 30. 1 man to beat, inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Fletcher Gravel answers the call, 52 yards out. Oh, they're going to say he was short by 2 yards. The linesman comes in and says just short, so it's a 50-yard gain. Gravel is pumped up regardless, a huge gain. It will be 1st and goal for Camarillo as Gravel broke up the middle, cut to the sideline, had 1 man to beat, and just fell short of the marker as he went out at the 2-yard line. Look like kind of a mixed formation here. They're not exactly sure how they're lined up. There's a player running on the field for Camarillo. All types of confusion. And now multiple flags out. So this will be waved dead. There was now another late flag. So 3 flags, 2 from the linesman, 1 from the back judge. All types of out of sync offense there as there were 12 men on the field. 1 guy running off as the snap happened. Camarillo maybe could have used a timeout there. You don't want to just in case you somehow don't score here. You want to keep your timeouts, but that was not polished from this team that is loaded with seniors, as I mentioned earlier, all over the field. Pretty much every starter on this offense is a senior. Now the referee to make the official call. It will be false start on the offense. So instead of it being 1st and goal at the 2 and then afterwards a personal foul, chop block on the offense. So instead of the ball being at the 2-yard line, you're going to have the ball backed up all the way outside of the 10-yard line, and that's crucial penalties for this offense with 4:17 remaining. Just as Camarillo looked to be striking inside near the goal line, we thought it was a touchdown momentarily. Now the ball will be backed out. 4:17 left. Oxnard, a 2-point lead on Camarillo, 25-23. It's been back and forth really since the beginning. This ball's going to go all the way back now. So you had the 5-yard false start, then the chop block or clipping on the offense, all the way back to the 22-yard line. So it will be 1st and goal from the 22. Field goal will give Camarillo the lead, but we have not seen an attempted field goal all night. Colton Slimgen has been perfect so far in terms of extra points. Camarillo with 3 touchdowns and a safety, so they have not missed a kick tonight. Camarillo playing their home games at Moorpark College this year as their home field gets renovated and added new field and just everything, trying to get a little modernized and fixed up. So it has felt like a home game, though, tonight. It is officially a home game, but not at your home school. And this crowd has been alive, but right now all the energy kind of fell off after that 2 penalty calls. They also thought they had a touchdown, which would have given them the lead. So with 4:17 left, the officials continue to talk. It's been a lot of white and black zebra stripes making calls here this fourth quarter. With that, I'll give a little shout out here. Tonight's broadcast is a product of the Ventura County Star, your local leader in high school sports for the Ventura County area. To support this broadcast and all of the year-round sports coverage by the sports team at the Star, sign up for a print or digital subscription to the Ventura County Star. Visit subscribe.vcstar.com to see all of our special offers, and make sure to follow us all night at VCS Preps on Twitter, as we will continue to give you score updates there if you follow on Twitter. .417 remaining. First and goal from the 22-yard line. After two big penalties. It was first and goal at the 2 after the 50-yard run by Fletcher Gravel. Now 22 yards to go to regain the lead unless they kick a field goal. Valenzuela on first down. Does not beat the men at the line of scrimmage. It will be maybe about a 1-yard pickup officially. So second and goal from the 21. Clock continues to wind. It's now under 4 minutes remaining in this ball game. Not sure exactly what down and distance and yardage Jack Willard, the Camarillo coach, would feel good about his kicker. Colton Slimgen could be the hero here tonight. Number 42. So if it is Slimgen, he's 5'11", 180-pound kicker. A sophomore. Second and goal, ball on the 21. Pressure coming. McNamara fires it complete inside the 10-yard line. A great catch by Grady Liddell, who had the big interception earlier this half. And that is an 11-yard pickup, and now third and goal from the 10. And I would think you're very much in field goal range if you do not capitalize and score here into the end zone. A field goal would give you that lead, and maybe it does go down to the 2 missed extra points earlier in this game from Oxnard. 3:29 remaining. Fourth quarter. A crucial third and goal from the 10. Fakes the handoff. McNamara looking left. Now looking down the middle. McNamara's going to roll to his right. Will take off. Only picks up about 3 yards. Still staying alive as he gets near the 5. It'll be a 4-yard pickup. So it's now a 23-yard field goal, which is kind of an extended extra point, but it is from that wide hash, and the field goal team will come in. We'll see officially who lines up to kick this. A big kick. It is Slimgen. Colton Slimgen. Perfect on extra points tonight, 3 for 3. A 23-yard kick to take the lead. Snap back, hold down. The kick is up, and it is good. A 23-yard field goal, and it is 26-25. Camarillo leads with 2:39 remaining. Camarillo, a big play. They were at their own 22, or the opposing 22, were able to pick up 12 yards, get that near the 10-yard line, and then a good job by McNamara to pick up positive yardage on third down. The 23-yard field goal is good. And now Camarillo back in front, 26-25, but we know this Oxnard offense is explosive. They have all 3 timeouts left. They did not burn them, as I said early in the first half. Second half timeouts are more meaningful, and they've done a good job holding on to those. We have just had a back and forth game all game. In terms of lead changes now, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 lead changes dating back to the second quarter. 3 lead changes here this half. So a really fun fourth quarter. 3 lead changes this quarter. And now Oxnard. Look, Jones has shown the ability to pass. He hit a 60-yard strike in stride to his top receiver, Aaron Fonts. We know how good and explosive Xavier Harris is. Fonts in the return game, they will just pooch this at the 38. So with 2:39 left and 3 timeouts, the up man was just wise to fall on the football. That was a good job from Oxnard's number 6, Talik Newson, And great field position upcoming for the Yellowjackets. Only down 1, but I will say after missing 2 extra points tonight, I don't think they want to kick to win this game. I feel very confident unless you make it inside the 10-yard line, chances are you're trying to score for 6 to get the win. Oxnard, Ayala comes in at fullback, so a bit more power or maybe just an extra blocker in to chip away. He goes to the left, a beautiful hole for Harris. Harris up close to midfield, 9-yard gain. His last carry, he just broke for 39, this time for 9, and that's kind of been that number today. 9 yards on first down, it's 2nd and 1. Clock ticks, 2:22 remaining. 2nd and 1, ball on the Oxnard 48-yard line. In no hurry. Coach Moreno clearly thinking this is do or die time at this point. You get the score, you get the win. You do not score, you go home with your first loss. Yellowjackets and Scorpions. And it's a sack at the 40-yard line. A beautiful blitz. And getting home on the sack are the Scorpions. And now, instead of it being 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 9 after the great sack coming from the linebacker. I believe it was Fletcher Gravel getting in there. 2 downs to get 9 yards for the Yellowjackets. They might want to think about the timeouts. Right now they're holding on to these timeouts. All 3 in the pockets of the coaches for the Yellowjackets. They don't get one here. It could be do or die time. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining. 26-25. Camarillo leads. Pressure coming again. Now Jones will roll. It is complete to Fonts. Fonts has the first down. Needed 9. Picked up 16. And Aaron Fonts stays alive. That is the same sideline where he caught the deep route and went 60. This time 16. Move the chains. First down, Yellowjackets. Great game tonight at Moorpark College. Griffin Stadium on Friday the 13th. 54 seconds remaining. Man in motion is Lamalu. He's been a playmaker on several occasions tonight. The offensive line jumps. There will be flags as 2 men, the left tackle and the left guard, Herrera and Cortez, jumped. And it is now 1st and 15 with 47 seconds remaining. 26-25, three lead changes in the 4th quarter tonight in this Camarillo and Oxnard game. Both teams 3-0. There is a timeout called by the Oxnard Yellowjackets, their first call timeout, 2 remaining here with just 47 seconds left. So to reset where we stand, 2 missed extra points tonight from Oxnard. They trail by 1. That could become a huge difference in this game. You never know how everything else transpires if they make those, but Camarillo only needed the field goal to take the lead. They did what they needed to, and now the defense, which has been great all half, they've allowed 1 touchdown this entire second half, but it was a 39-yarder by Xavier Harris not too long ago. We know Harris is dynamite if he can just make 1 or 2 men miss. Teams are looking at him in Division I. Some out on the East Coast, some out here west. 47 seconds left. Oxnard trails by 1. Lamalu in motion. 4 wide. Single setback is Harris. And now another flag that was thrown by the linesman. Camarillo is going to be called here, jumping over the line. So instead of it being 15 yards to go, it's back to 10 yards. First down and 10. Ball on the Scorpions' 44-yard line. Man in motion, Lamalu. Right near midfield, that Moorpark College logo. Jones back to pass. Has his receiver. It is Lamalu across the middle. Clock continues to go as it was just a 9-yard pickup. 35 seconds remain. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2 timeouts left for Oxnard. And now they use their second timeout with 28 seconds left. 28 ticks. That's all that's left on the clock. It's a 1-point game. So this one's not going overtime. It's either going to be an Oxnard win in the closing moments or Camarillo will hold on. 3 lead changes in the 4th quarter. No lead larger than 7 points all night. And we have seen a tightly contested, well played. This is what you'd expect out of 2 3-0 teams type of game. The Scorpions have not lost to the Yellowjackets since 2008. That was a 49-0 Oxnard win. It's not going to be 49-0 tonight, but 6 in a row so far for Camarillo, dating back to that 09 victory. 31-28, 35-28, 63-50, 48-0, 28-21. Then there was a 4-year hiatus, and then last year, Camarillo got the better of Oxnard 35-19. 31 seconds left, so they put 3 seconds back on the clock. 26-25. Camarillo a 1-point edge against Oxnard. Missed 2 extra points tonight. Keep that in mind. Probably not going to be any field goal attempt here in the closing moments. 4 wide, Xavier Harris, an explosive tailback. Ayala, the fullback, is in. Lined up to the right side. He will stay in the block. Jones looking to take off. Jones trying to get to the sideline and wisely gets out of bounds and picks up the first down. So a really heady play by Jaden Jones, not only to get out of bounds, preserve that last time out, but then he only needed 1, got 1.5. Very good job. I thought he was going to try to go up the middle. Good job to get wide and stop the clock. 22 seconds left. Ball at the 32-yard line. The Yellowjackets down a point. Again, though, 2 missed extra points. I don't think a field goal's in play. Probably need 6, or you have your first loss. The receivers, Fonts, Lamalu, Vasquez, Harris out there. Ayala still to block. Harris, the running back, is open if they throw to the flat. Jones now will take off, throws over the middle. It's complete, but it's short of the sticks. So it's about a 9-yard gain. Clock continues to wind, or clock stopped. It's officially the last time out from Oxnard. So it's now going to be 3rd and inches. We'll just call it 3rd and 1. Ball on the 23-yard line. If they can get the yard, the clock does stop. You can spike the football and get 1 or 2 shots into the end zone. This is down to the wire here. We are pleased to be here at Moorpark College, the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. I am Kent Brown on the call here tonight from Griffin Stadium, Friday the 13th. 2 teams undefeated. Everything to play for in this matchup. Oxnard trying to snap a 6-game and 11-year skid dating back to 2009, the last time, 2008 the last time they won, 09 the last time that Camarillo started this winning streak. For the Scorpions, you win, you keep building it up. 2 teams in our latest VC Star Top 10 poll. Camarillo 4th, Oxnard 6th. Pacific View League and Camino League squads. 2nd and 1. Harris is the lone back, 4 wide. Back to pass is Jones. They're going to throw it to the wide side, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 1 with 8 seconds remaining, and it looked like the receiver was open. John Vasquez unable to haul it in, and now it's 3rd and 1. Do you risk running it here, getting the first down, and then spiking it? I think that's way too much to risk, especially when you're at the 23-yard line. You got to think a pass, or maybe Jones runs and gets out of bounds, but with only 8 seconds left, you might not have the time. Jaden Jones, a junior quarterback, trying to keep his team undefeated 2019 alive. Back to pass, good pocket. Jones is now going to run it. Jones has to get out of bounds, and he gets out of bounds at the 14-yard line with 1.8 remaining. So now do you attempt the field goal? After saying, I don't think that they're going to go for a field goal all game, they missed 2 extra points, and now there will be a potential game-winning field goal. And we'll see who the kicker is. And there is going to be a timeout called by Camarillo. It does look like the field goal kicker is going to be number 30, Tommy Doré. We will see DeRay, who's missed 2 extra points tonight. They did get down to the 15-yard line, so that was big. A good job by Jones. I did not think they would even attempt this, but it is a 32-yarder. You get this, you win the game, you stay undefeated. The kicker's coming in. It is DeRay. 5'8" junior. 32-yard attempt to win the game and stay undefeated. 26-25, Camarillo leads. And now another timeout called by the Scorpions. It has been 3 lead changes. That is the final timeout of the game. It's either you make the kick and you win, or you lose and Camarillo stays undefeated. This has been quite the game. And for Oxnard, you can't ask for much more than a chance on the final play, especially after losing the last 6. But I know right now they'd feel much better with the ball in Jones' hands with 1 yard out. But you have to rely on the kick here because you're on the 15-yard line. A home game for Camarillo at Moorpark College. The Oxnard Yellowjackets trying to survive. No team is led by more than 7. Oxnard led by 5 at the break. There was a safety. Then there was an Oxnard touchdown, followed quickly by a Camarillo field goal, and that's where we sit now. And it looks like a barefoot kick coming up. A barefoot kick. I don't even know if that's legal, and I guess it is if he's going for it in the state of California. I know some states it's definitely not legal. A barefoot kick from 32 yards out. DeRay, snap back, hold down, kick is blocked, and Camarillo holds on for the 1-point victory. The kicking game failed all night. 2 missed extra points, a blocked field goal, and Oxnard suffers its first defeat, and the Scorpions survive and win the contest 26-25. What a game, what a block. You're relying on the kick. You never want to have to do that. It was kicked very low, blocked by the Scorpions, and Coach Jack Willard, he'll take a 1-point victory and move on. And the senior James McNamara composed on that final drive, getting his team in the chip shot field goal range, and playmakers on both sides. This is one of those games you hate to see one team lose because both teams played so well for most of the game, but ultimately the kicking game decided this. Special teams helped decide this with a long return that set up a quick 1-play 20-yard drive earlier in the game, and the Camarillo Scorpions survive by a final score of 26-25. That's going to do it here tonight from Griffin Stadium on Friday the 13th. We are in Moorpark, the home of the Raiders at Moorpark College. You've been watching the Ventura Orthopedics Game of the Week from the Ventura County Star. Final score, Camarillo 26, Oxnard 25. Camarillo remains undefeated.